Friends, welcome back to Me and the Boys Wrestling. My name is James Owen Brown, and I will be with you momentarily with a very, very special episode. Just need to share the links so that everybody can see the very special episode. Then we will be off to the races. Okay, I've shared it to the Me and the Boys group. I think I'll make a public post as well. A very special episode. Sorry, friends, bear with me. I'm working impromptu here of At Me Boys Wrestling is live now. Link in the comments. And then I'll get you caught up, friends, for those of you that aren't privy to the Me and the Boys Wrestling chat. I'll explain what's happening here and why the cast of Me and the Boys Wrestling is in Kirkland Lake. What? What are we doing there? What business? What business does Me and the Boys Wrestling have in Kirkland Lake? 2 of 4 links shared. 3 of 4 links shared. Uh, 4 of 4 links shared. Okay, shut this open. Okay, friends, here's what's happened. I promised the fellas a field trip and some team building exercises. I told them to be ready. The bus was coming Friday morning, so the bus showed up. It was not a great bus. As soon as everybody got on the bus, some fights broke out. Some stuff was happening. Guys were drinking on the bus. The windows got smashed out of the bus. And then, of course, the bus broke down. So some of the guys were upset. Some of them made alternate travel arrangements. Guys like the helicopter boys, they just took off in the helicopter. They had another guy come with the helicopter. They all got in. Jackson Briggs, fingers, bad attitude, out of here. They're not dealing with it. The HRS left. Angelo King made a couple of phone calls. Somebody showed up with the champagne van, picked up all the fellas, off they went. The Dreadnoks had a bunch of bikers come with sidecars and whatnot. They picked up Torch and Demolisher, off they went. Dreadnoks, out of here. Cody and Brent were playing cards. DeBlock and Mr. Tyrell, DUI, all those guys got into it on the bus with the DOD, the Reaper, Quick Draw Wildman. It's been an absolute nightmare on the road with these guys. So the first bus breaks down, a second bus comes, it's smaller, it's worse, it's no good. But eventually we get there. We get to the hotel. Guess what? The hotel, terrible. An absolute dump of a motel. Some of the rooms don't have doors. It's a mess. There's a small bar attached to the hotel, a dive bar, the worst bar that you can imagine. The guys start drinking again. There's fights. There's all sorts of shenanigans. I run into a guy I used to know who works the territories up here. Ronnie. I can't think of his last name. Ronnie Vane. He runs KLAW, the Kirkland Lake Alliance Wrestling. And, we get shooting the breeze. We have a couple of drinks. We play a few hands of cards. And all of a sudden, we're making bets. Things are on the line. Contracts come out. A mysterious envelope. All these different things. We're just trying to get to the field trip that's happening Monday. We got this brief stop over here at Kirkland Lake. But, hey, I run into the buddy. So then I make a couple poor decisions in a poker game. And now we have a situation. Later on in the night, some locals come in, start picking fights with the cast of Me and the Boys Wrestling. Well, the fellas didn't take to that too kindly. absolutely lit up these local guys. And here we are the morning after. The poor booker man has to reveal all the details of the terrible wager. So what happened? I lost the poker hand. KLAW, the Kirkland Lake Alliance Wrestling, gets to book a show with our guys. They chose the card. And basically, we need to defend our honor here. We're out in Kirkland Lake, and we're taking on Kirkland Lake Alliance Wrestling. Let's get it started. You can see right off the hop, we got a banger. Fallen Punishment, a newcomer here to Me and the Boys Wrestling, going to take on Big Jack Harden, an absolute legend of the KLAW. Now, these guys don't have commentary. They don't have a ring announcer, and the production value is terrible. On the plus, we managed to fill their high school gym arena with Me and the Boys fans, because obviously it's a big deal. Me and the Boys are in town, and we're getting an impromptu show. There he is, being accompanied by the Patterson brothers, DMP and Mr. Patterson. It's Fallen Punishment, and we're still trying to get a bead on this guy. We don't know a whole lot about him at all. We know that him and DMP have crossed paths in other territories. And the guys, I believe, hold 6 belts. 6 belts in different territories. Very impressive record. Of course, none of that means anything here. Still looking to prove himself here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. And this will be his, well, kind of his first singles outing. But it's not going to be against one of our guys, so I don't know if that counts. We've got an awesome show planned. We got a couple Survivor Series style knockout matches, like we saw a week or two ago on MATB. Listen to this crowd. Here he comes. Big Jack Harden. Just a tough guy, you know? Just a tough fella, local guy. Some of the crowd may recognize him as he bounces at some of the local watering holes. And he's being accompanied to the ring by Dave Lutz, another absolute tough guy. Takes no BS from anybody. Fallen Punishment is in for a fight. Look at the ring. Oh my God. The ring is stained with blood from matches past. What a dump. What an absolute dump the Kirkland Lake Community Center is compared to our own 420 DNA Arena. But here we go. We are off to the races. You get that toggle info out of the way here. There we go. Fallen Punishment showing off that strength, working his way out of that pin attempt. Reverses it into one of his own, but it's too soon for that. Big Jack Harden going to reverse his way out as Dave Lutz looks on.
What is this now?
Come on, Buzzsaw. Haven't you been following along in the chat? Me and the Boys Cast has made their way to Kirkland Lake. We're not going to come through Kirkland Lake and not pay a visit to the Kirkland Lake Alliance Wrestling Syndicate. All the boys are fed up. Tensions are high. The motel is terrible. And our fellas are going to take out their frustrations on the Kirkland Lake Alliance All-Stars. Guys like 8-Ball, Gary Harris. We're talking about Warboy and Kid Flip. We're talking about Larry the Narcissist. We're talking the first family of the KLAW, the Dawsons. Wilcox Dawson, Diamond Darren Dawson, Diamond Jen Dawson, Vicky Dawson. They're all here. We're going to meet them all. We're going to see guys like the Canadian Gladiator, Rick Roberge. We're going to see the Canadian Dream, Norm Leduc, in action.
Arena looks worse than the motel, rolling on the floor laughing.
It's the best they got here in Kirkland Lake, known for its mining. Rumors say the ghosts still haunt the mines. Population 4,200. And if you showed up for the fish fry, that's back in Building C. Fallen Punishment going to work here on Big Jack Harden. Definite contrast of styles here, in appearance, in moves, in everything. There's a stop sign out. Weapons are allowed here. This is extreme rules at this outlaw mud show. Oh my God, what does he have? Oh my God. Fallen Punishment just threw an urn at that man. Whose urn is that just out there rattling around on the gym floor? Mr. Patterson's taken the buckle pad off. He's exposed the nut. Not to be confused with Exposed the North. That's our friend David DeBlock Tyrell. Check out sharetheshock.ca, exposethenorth.ca. Check out Culture Shock magazine. Big Jack Harden with a pump handle slam to Fallen Punishment. Is it enough to put him away? It is not.
Well did.
Fallen Punishment hits a Dominator. Only good for a 2 count. Friends, I hope you're well. It's Canada Day weekend. We're enjoying the festivities all weekend long. I managed to find a little bit of time. I've been having a lot of fun with those bits and pieces of the story as we go on this field trip. Oh my God. Big Jack Harden produced a sledgehammer, and it's one of those cursed sledgehammers. Big Jack Harden not making it easy here on Fallen Punishment. And we're going to see what these guys can do. He's going up to the top rope. Not known for his high-risk maneuvers. He's pulling out all the stops. Oh, wow. And he pays for it. Fallen Punishment reverses into a power slam, but then Harden reverses, kicks him right in the side of the head. Irish whip into the buckle hard. Now he's got that sledge again, looking to do some more damage. Oh my God. That's attempted murder. That is attempted murder, and this is bad news for the newcomer. Fallen Punishment. Irish whip, he reverses. How is he doing this after those sledgehammer shots? Uh-oh. Oh my God. A one-handed straight choke. Got Big Jack Harden down to one knee. How does nobody know what this is? Are we not following along in the chat? I'm painstakingly crafting stories and no one's reading them. It's all explained. Me and the Boys Wrestling is in Kirkland Lake, and we ran into the Kirkland Lake Alliance Wrestling Syndicate. They've booked the card because I lost the poker game. It's all right there. Oh my God. Fallen's got the sledgehammer now. And he's gonna repay the favor. Oh my God. KLAW might have...
Just on a team building trip.
Yeah, we're building teams. We're going to see some unique combinations because the KLAW guys booked the card. Unlikely allies. Crazy combinations. This isn't even part of the field trip. Oh my God, Harden tapped out. He might have been rendered unconscious. That was just a fallen punishment, just squeezed his head until he gave up. That is crazy. Yeah, the real field trip happens Monday. This is extracurriculars. The real destination may have been the journey and the friends that we beat up along the way. Up next, another newcomer, Jacob Blackwood, the preacher of pain, going to take on a guy I know nothing about. He's only called the Passenger. Nobody seems to know a whole lot about him. I don't know his real name or what he's all about. But I have been told KLAW going to give us their best of the best. Look at those eyes. Good Lord. Wyndham Rotunda, an absolute legend. Going to have godlike status for just years. And we love him and we miss him, damn it. We were robbed of so much good. Jacob Blackwood rocking the lantern. And it's kind of upsetting here at KLAW that we don't get full pyro and proper lighting and stuff to do this man's entrance justice. He's just got to stand there like that in this backwoods high school gym. Just gross. And it's my bad, you know? I got cocky. We were playing poker. I had a full house. I thought I was going to be all right. Put up the contract. Now you all have to fight. Sorry. But in all seriousness, friends, it's been an absolute blast writing the little stories. Obviously, I had ChatGPT help me out, but even coming up with the prompts was funny. And then I would hit enter and let it do its thing and be genuinely excited for the next chapter. I was sitting around the fire last night, like, yeah, tell me what happens next. I don't even know. I don't even want to know. You tell me what happens next. And then I would tweak it. If we're really going to break the fourth wall down, I had a side project I was working on and I needed more slots. So what I did was I deleted a whole bunch of guys that I know I can get back or guys I've uploaded that I can easily re-download. So if you guys aren't available for this week, and that was the initial purpose of the field trip, which we will find out tomorrow night, 7 p.m. EST. Join us right here, friends, for Me and the Boys Wrestling. For the actual field trip, it's going to be wildly different. Some people are going to be angry. Some people are going to have fun with it. And I'm going to be one of those people, so it's going to be a blast. Join us tomorrow night, Me and the Boys Wrestling. Hit the notification button. Get notified when I go live randomly, just like this. Jacob Blackwood, the preacher of pain, a newcomer, took down, was it T. Wright? Took down T. Wright on a house show. Oh my God, this guy's got a motorcycle in the building? Who is this man? He can't have that in here. Somebody should call the fire marshal. It's actually pretty badass. I wonder if any of the Dreadnoks have that entrance. Oh, there's fire everywhere. Who is this guy? Should we draft this guy? Maybe we should sign this dude. Well, let's see how he does in the ring. The Passenger versus the Preacher of Pain. I have a feeling we're going to see a classic. Extreme Rules. I've also shut off the HUDs. People seem to enjoy it. Get rid of that. Kick to the guts. Short jabs and then vicious rights. Staggered the preacher. Ooh, a wheelbarrow face buster. Hey, there's a Me and the Boys sign in the crowd. Not bad. We're known all over. We're global. Ooh, the passenger, after a strong start, takes a couple of knees to the back and then a boot to the mouth. Jacob Blackwood back in control until I open my mouth. Reversed clothesline. Uh-oh. Ooh. All the way out and down to the floor, and he's not done yet. Ooh. Pushes him over. That looked about as safe as you could possibly pull that move off. Crowd loves it. These guys are fighting in the aisle. It's a short elbow drop. Jacob Blackwood doing the dirty work on the outside. Double axe handle across the back. Passenger right back up. This guy's kind of got a Jack Sparrow thing going. Uh-oh. Ooh. High impact leg drop. Oh. Another big leg drop. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Setting something up here. Oh, looked like he was looking for a choke slam, but didn't do it. Huge boot to the face. Educated legs here on Jacob Blackwood as we still get to know some of these newcomers. Fall and Punishment, Jacob Blackwood, Quick Draw Wildman, Jackson Briggs. Double axe handle off the top rope. Rings the arm, gets reversed. Rings the arm, gets reversed. Misses the boot. Wow. Ooh. The spinning side slam. Knee to the side of the head. You don't want to take too many of those. There's another Me and the Boys sign. We had an issue on the last show with too much taunting going on, and I wonder if that's going to persist until they patch the game. Irish whip, the drop down. Woo. Back body drop up and over from way high in the air. Jacob Blackwood is huge. Very tall man. Oh no. Belly to back suplex high up on the neck, and now he's got evil intentions. Oh no. Looking for a choke slam, but it's blocked. Big DDT. Jacob Blackwood may have just saved this match for himself. Again with the taunting. Rings the arm, but it's reversed. Kick to the guts. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Looking for maybe a buckle bomb. No. Snake eyes. He gets reversed. Atomic drop. You don't see those too often. Collar and elbow. Drags him to the ropes. Sets him up. Shot to the back. And another one. And a third for good measure. Oh, ducks under the big boot. A lot of reversals here. Sets him on the ropes. Oh no. Wow. Just bodies him over the top, and he's not done yet. Up and over. Wow. Crowd loving it. Stomp to the midsection. He's going to stand him back up. They're losing it in the front row. There's a choke slam right down on that hard gym floor, the hard court. Oh my God. That's a big man in the high rent district looking for an elbow, but he missed. Wow. Passenger takes down the legs, looking for a pin, but it's no good. Hits the ropes quick. Senton. Flips him over. Maybe going to look for a submission here. Maybe he's going after his eyes. The preacher reverses. Now he's got evil intentions. Could we see it? Uh-oh. Tombstone. Wow. Sit out tombstone. Devastating maneuver. Hooks the leg. Is it enough? Yeah. The passenger unable to kick out of the sit-out tombstone, and that's 2 victories. And this man's not done yet. Oh my God, careful. Going after that backwoods referee. Now what's he doing here? Oh my God, he's bringing a table into the ring. He's lost it. This guy's lost it. This is what happens when you've been on a bus with a bunch of psychos for half a day. Your motel room sucks. You've been in a bar fight. You're second guessing even signing with this company. Oh my God. Now you're going to take it out on local talent. Smashes him through the table. The preacher of pain, Jacob Blackwood, looking to make a statement here. Way up north in Kirkland Lake. Wow. Up next, an oddball. An odd combination here. We got the Stroop teaming up with Merce Frazier to take on the team of Bob Ross and Larry the Narcissist, 2 favorites of Kirkland Lake Alliance Wrestling, from what I understand. Oh, the Stroop wants to start. Okay. Merce thought he was going to start, but the Stroop's going to start. Now, these guys don't like each other. It's a well-known fact. Been trying to get them in the same ring forever, but shenanigans keep happening. And we're going to see it on the next episode. Me and the Boys Wrestling. Not this Monday, but next Monday. Merce versus the Stroop, 1-on-1. Let's see what Bob Ross can do. Now, is this the real Bob Ross, or is this just somebody's gimmick? I can't believe it's not the real one, because... Dante, what's up? Stroop reverses. This is the kind of stuff that can happen when another federation books your guys. Obviously, somebody's been watching the show. They know the Stroop and Merce don't get along, so you make them fight together. That's dirty cool. But we'll see what is this now? Okay. Oh, no. The Stroop just tagged Merce by accident. It's going to give Bob Ross an opportunity to get back into this. Oh, my God. Ducks under. Merce clotheslines the Stroop, and it's all falling apart here. Oh, my God. Larry the Narcissist just hit Merce with a strong right hand. Oh, wow. Bob Ross. Absolutely going to work on the Stroop right now. What a horrible situation. These guys have never tagged together before. Now, both men have done tag team wrestling. Marty the Magic Guy and the Stroop have been a dominant tag team at times, and obviously Murs and Johnny Armani, the Jungle Boys, the most decorated tag team on Me and the Boys Wrestling. Until Murs had enough. Woo. Stroop going to try and right the ship here for the Me and the Boys squad. Kick to the back. Bob Ross looking to make a tag. Can the Stroop stop? Oh my God. He's got him hooked. He's up and down in the Stroop effect. Going to hook the leg, but Larry the Narcissist right there to break up the pin. Now what the hell's going on with this Larry the Narcissist guy? What kind of backwoods shenanigans is this? He's dressed up as a chicken. He's one of their superstars over here. This is why nobody respects the KLAW. Wow. Bob Ross going to paint a happy little cloud all over the face of Murs Frazier. Oh, no. I'm going to call that the turpentine. Larry the Narcissist with a wheelbarrow DDT. Only good for a 1. Stroop screaming for a tag. Look at all the blood in that ring. That's disgusting. Making guys fight in that. Get that replaced. You know, come on. You got lots of people here in the stands. The organization can't be doing that bad. Unless those people are here for the Me and the Boys crew. Maybe normally there's only 30 people here. And half of them are looking for the fish fry. They're in the wrong building. Murs going to work on this chicken man. The Stroop tries to tag him, but he gets caught. Oh, wow. Larry the Narcissist in the bad part of town. Seems right now like Murs and the Stroop have recovered from that. There's a couple devastating miscommunications. Larry trying to make a tag. Oh. He made the tag? Okay. Pretty sure Murs was right in the way and that justified physics. Murs looking for a pin. Larry's stunned. Oh, wow. 2.5. Vicious elbows. Murs makes a tag. Bob Ross makes a tag. Larry the Narcissist kicks the Stroop right in the face. Ooh. Went for a springboard, but it's too far away. Irish whip, the drop down, and then the flip kick. Now he's got the Stroop's arm tied up. That can't feel good. Larry the Narcissist looking for the chicken coop. Stroop reverses. Oh, wow. Like he was looking for a Larry the Narcissist El Sol, but the Stroop reversed into a quick pin. Again a reverse. Bob Ross getting chippy on the outside. Wow, float over DDT. Reversal after reversal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The Stroop effect. Down hard on the neck. Going for a pin, but Bob Ross right there. So far, me and the boys wrestling 2-0 against the Kirkland Lake Alliance wrestling fellas. Oh, Stroop says that's enough. He's just going to hit him with it again. It's not fancy. Just give it to him again. Fundamentals. Down hard on the neck. Goes for a pin. Is Bob Ross available? He's not coming. Oh my God. Somehow, Larry the Narcissist manages to kick out of a second Stroop effect. Crowd cheer and tag team wrestling. The Chicken Man's busted open. Again going for a quick pin. Doesn't even get a 1. Hurricane Rana takes him down. Stroop gonna roll out. Probably a smart move. Oh no. Oh wow. Unique offense. The Chicken Man takes flight. Chicken. Stroop doesn't like it. He punches him in the mouth. Larry the Narcissist hops back in. Kick to the guts. Canadian Destroyer. Absolutely. We're all the way up here in Kirkland Lake anyway for the field trip. Might as well put on a show for the people. There's a double sunset flip for some extra height. Stroop gonna scoop this man up, snake eyes across his own corner, and that's just disrespectful. Makes the tag to Mers. Let's see if Mers can get the coffin closed on either of these two men. Or is the KLAW gonna pick up their first win? Oh! Mers just bashes a man out of the way. Scoops him, but that's reversed. Spine buster. Bob Ross getting a little bit more confident here as the match goes on. There's a super kick. Takes Mers off his feet. Tag is made to the fresh man, Larry the Narcissist. Two of the superstars of Kirkland Lake Alliance Wrestling. There's a Hurricane Rana. Hooks the leg. The Stroop there to break it up. Oh my God, he's taking the pad off the buckle. He's exposed the nut. Coffin closer to the Chicken Man. Going for a pin. Can Bob Ross get there? He does. Wow. We got ourselves a hell of a tag match here. Early miscommunication on the part of the Stroop and Mers Frazier. Could have been costly, but they've worked through it. These guys are going to do battle on the next episode of Me and the Boys. But right now, working like a well-oiled machine. Elbow to the side of the head. The referee puts the buckle back on. Mers with a spinning heel kick. Takes the head right off this man. Bob Ross not going to bother, and that could be costly here. Okay. Only good for a 2. Where is my money, you awful chicken freak? Mers better watch his back right there. Bob Ross will strike. Tag him. Tag him with a happy little bush. Oh my God. The chicken cutter. Only good for 2. The Stroop gets there in the nick of time. Who'd have thought we'd come north on a rickety bus, stay at a horrible hotel, lose a terrible poker wager, and end up fighting a full card up in Kirkland Lake. Oh. Mers fires out a vicious kick. Almost gets him for 3. Again, Bob Ross didn't move. He's got faith. He's got faith in his Chicken Man partner. Chicken Man trying to pull Murs, but Murs too strong. He's got to stick and move and use that speed if they're going to conquer the size and strength disparity here. Oh. Murs working the back until it's reversed. Murs ducks the drop kick. Clobbers him with a big right hand. Now he's looking for a tag. Looking a bit lethargic in there. Get that fresh man in. Wheelbarrow DDT. This Larry the Narcissist is pretty quick. Stroop gonna reverse out of this though. We all know the animation. Fumigates the lungs a little bit. Irish whip. Oh, like a knee to the side of the head. Crumpled him. Wow, and that's going to do it. Good for a 3. Murs is upset. Murs wanted the pin, or... Oh, the Stroop shoves Murs. Murs says to hell with this. I'll see you on Monday. Meanwhile, the Stroop going to celebrate the victory. Me and the boys goes up 3-0. We got a situation brewing and developing backstage, because of course we do, when the Dreadnoks are involved. Let's cut to those cameras now. Oh my God, they're in the parking lot. The Dreadnoks have 8-Ball Gary Harris surrounded. Now this is one of the premier superstars of KLAW, 8-Ball Gary Harris. Possibly some sort of relation to Cody Harris? Could it be? I don't know. We'll have to get Lily Charmaine on the case. Torch going to work.
These guys, never a fair fight. Cowards.
The royal family, of course. No friends at all of the Dreadnoks. But today, we're all on the same team. And we're trying to build that team into a stronger unit. Ooh, Demolisher dangerously close to that edge as 8-Ball Gary Harris, one of the toughest guys in the business, gets tossed by Torch. Wow. This man's scheduled to wrestle later in a Survivor Series style knockout match. And the Dreadnoks trying to make it so that he doesn't make it to that match. And that's in the best interest of me and the boys wrestling. So kudos to the Dreadnoks for taking some initiative. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Demolisher puts the 8-Ball through a window and then kicks him in the head on the way down. Somehow he just no-sells it. This is a tough customer. 8-Ball Gary Harris. He's got leather chaps. It doesn't get tougher than that. Wow. Goes after the Demolisher, but that doesn't pay off. This man might be best to just cut his losses here. Move forward, but he's fighting back. Oh. The Demolisher breaks the kendo stick. Gary Harris is in deep trouble. Torch doesn't like that bat. Maybe wants a different bat. Gary Harris not just going to lay down here. Again, one of the absolute behemoths of KLAW in these northern territories. But in there, up against two are the toughest competitors that me and the boys wrestling. Elbows in bunches. Okay, this guy's putting up an actual fight here. Is he somebody we should look at signing? Wow. Demolisher tosses him off that platform. Torch destroys him with a bat. And just like that, it doesn't matter how much of a fight you put. Oh my God. Okay, this guy's superhuman. The Dreadnought's like a pack of wolves out there. Demolisher hits everybody. Look at this guy go. Any character would have trouble with either one of these guys. And this Gary Harris is kind of holding his own against two. But for how long? Oh no. Demolisher using the environment. We've already seen this man go through a window. Oh my God, the Dreadnoughts are beating this poor man all over this terrible arena. Oh my God, he lit him on fire. Demolisher put him through a window. Torch lit him on fire. Now there's a table introduced. I don't know what he was trying to do there. He probably can't see. He's covered in ash and soot. Look at his face. That's a nice touch. There's the Demolisher back into the fray. No doubt looking for weapons. 8-Ball still trying to fight back. What in the hell? There's a monster. So far, our boys, though, have been impressive. 3-0. No home field advantage here. Torch and Demolisher looking to make sure we take the main event as well. Okay. Eight-Ball Gary Harris. Pretty much running a clinic here on how to fight a handicap match in the back. This is about as good as I've ever seen anyone do. But we'll see how long that lasts. Oh my God. Down to that lower level. Still fighting back. Oh, did he hit his head? He might have hit his head off that platform. Demolisher with a full head of steam takes this biker off his feet. They'll probably get it out of their system and they'll be fine after this. They'll probably talk motorcycles. I mean, if Gary Harris doesn't die during the match. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, with a shovel to the legs. Okay. Oh no. Just too slow. Takes a pylon to the forehead and he's bloodied. Okay, the Dreadnoughts are nasty. How is this man doing this? This is crazy. Vicious power bomb looking thing. Punch to the guts. Scoops him up again. And the fireman's carry drop. Samoan drop. Shot to the side of the face. Kick to the guts. An 8-Ball Gary Harris. Incredibly impressive here. As he fights off two of the Dreadnoughts. Torch and Demolisher. There's a back body drop though. Right on that hard cement. Still managing to reverse. Still managing to put up offense. Still managing to keep the Dreadnoughts separated. It's a divide and conquer situation. You're never going to win against two. And where's Torch? Oh my God. This man's running back and forth. Neck breaker. Back to the other guy. Okay. Oh, it takes a second to pose. There's that numbers game. It's always going to catch up. Now this man's got a problem. Eight ball, Gary Harris is about to get choke slammed on cement. Oh, with authority, goes all the way down with him, and now Demolisher standing over top. Oh, Torch hits everybody with the pylon. Oh. Just picking this man apart with whatever weapons they please. Nobody's stepping in to stop this because there's no security here at the Kirkland Lake Community Center. Are you kidding me? Security. Eight ball Gary Harris is very impressive. Oh. Demolisher puts a stop to the offense. Or does he? Back body drop. And again, he manages to separate them. Shoulder block. If he can separate them and then hit a series of high power moves. Like this one. Spinning, sit out, power bomb on the cement. Oh, he's underneath. Okay. Torch whacks everybody with the pylon. Oh my God. Gary Harris fighting for his life here. If he can pull this off, we're signing this guy. There's going to be a bunch of people who are going to want to fight this guy. Dominator to Torch. Oh, just misses the kick on the Demolisher. He gets smashed. Reverses the pylon shot. Takes a minute to pander. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he got hit with Nux. Those damn dreadnoughts. Ooh. Senton connects hard. Demolisher now going to have a turn. Looking for a choke slam. Nasty. Half Uranagi, half choke slam. And that's going to do it for the 8-ball Gary Harris, who fought valiantly, but could not get the job done. Up next, the ladies are getting involved. And I said there was going to be oddball teams, fresh allies, weird combinations, and that's what we're going to get here. I'll do the abbreviated entrances in this odd backwood arena. I didn't set up any of the tag teams or anything like that, so hopefully nobody's too fussy. We're all fresh off the bus here. We all had a terrible sleep at the god-awful motel. Just for those not privy to the Me and the Boys chat, it's been a long weekend. All right, we got some... What's going on here? What are those, fireflies? Here comes Selena Snow being accompanied by the Reaper, which is strange, but... Oddball Alliance is here. We are going to see Sweet Death, so... I'm not sure why he wouldn't have come out with her, but whatever. Oh, that's Cash. Oh my God, what a treat. What a treat for the forlorn, desperate people of Kirkland Lake. The HRS is here. Get your bag ready. I love it. That's hilarious. I didn't expect that. How were they able to accommodate that? That's crazy. Coming out next, there's the red mist. And I think we know what that means. Blood red mist filling the arena for Mishi, of course. I thought for sure it was going to be Sweet Death. But either way, here comes Mishi, off on her own exploratory journey, current member of the Puma's Den. And we're all waiting with bated breath to see who else is a part of the Puma's Den. As soon as we heard that expression, we were all like, that implies that that's a faction. Uh-oh. Mishi with a whole brand new persona. What a journey she's had over the last few months here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. Picking up bits and pieces of training techniques, different moves, different styles, rebuilding herself into a whole brand new character. And that means coming out next as red mist fills the arena. Blood red mist. It is Sweet Death, representing the disciples of death. She's had some wars with Mishi as well as Selena Snow. These two women, or these three women, aren't fans of each other, and they've definitely been to war. But tonight they're going to have to coexist while they take on. Oh my God, this arena is on fire. Somebody's definitely going to call the fire marshal. Our three are going to take on the best and brightest of the ladies' division from Kirkland Lake Alliance Wrestling. And if that's not off-putting and enough to make you not want to come out for your match, I don't know what is. On the next episode of Me and the Boys Wrestling, Sweet Death is going to defend her title against Selena Snow and Mad Moxie in a triple threat match. I'm excited for that one. Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch Me and the Boys Wrestling right here on the channel. Please like, share, subscribe, do all those social media things because it helps immensely and it's free. What's your excuse? Do it right now. Put a like on this video. Please, we need the engagement. Let's see who we got representing this Outlaw Mud Federation. In what order they're going to come out in. The crowd seems to know who this is. They're getting excited. Wow, the matriarch of KLAW. It's Diamond Jen Dawson with her husband, Wilcox Dawson. He does the booking around here. He works with that slimy little weasel, Ronnie Vane. And they run this, whatever this is over here. Hometown favorite, Diamond Jen Dawson. And there's rumors she could be the real brains behind the operation. She maybe pulls the strings of Wilcox Dawson, who's a decorated veteran in the Canadian territories, an absolute menace in the ring. And to be honest, I'm excited to see him in action later. Coming out next, it's Velvet Vicky Dawson, the daughter of Wilcox and Diamond Jen. Not
from Jamaica, everyone.
Mills. What's going on, bud? All these guys are on vacation? Makes me sad I'm not on vacation. If you're just joining, Mills, your match was first, right at the top of the card. We're hopefully you're following along in the chat so you know what the hell's going on here. But I can reiterate for anybody just joining us, me and the boys wrestling is on a field trip. Our actual proper destination, we'll get there tomorrow. But along the way, the bus broke down. There were fights on the bus. We got a different bus. That bus was worse. Took us to a hotel that was worse than the bus. Got into a big Donnybrook at the hotel bar. Sorry, motel. At the motel bar. Maggie Martell. Oh my God. Distant niece of the model Rick Martell. Or something. I don't know. It's hard to keep track. But this is Moose Jaw Maggie Martell making her way to the ring. One of the toughest ladies on the roster of KLAW, the Kirkland Lake Alliance Wrestling. They got all these American flags hanging up. That's very strange for a Northern Canadian community center. Moose Jaw Maggie wiping her feet in respect. Look at the size of this lady. Good Lord. Looks like she's lumbering around the ring. Our ladies are going to have to use their speed to counteract the power. We got ourselves a tornado tag match underway. Selena Snow goes right after Moose Jaw Maggie. Goads are there. A little bit of possum. Yeah, and then right away. High risk, stick and move. The Reaper at ringside, keeping an eye on things, as Wilcox Dawson is on the other side. Maggie Martell with the old coconut crush. Mishi going to work on the matriarch. And Velvet Vicky doing a number on Sweet Death. The referee's going to have his hands full here. Velvet Vicky working the legs. Oh wow, Velvet Vicky must be a super heavyweight. Oh, Diamond Jen with the kendo stick. Whacking everybody. Mishi gets tossed. Not looking good here for our ladies early on. This is a one-fall match. Oh no, Selena Snow hard into those steel steps. Velvet Vicky really going to work on Sweet Death. Crowd loving it. Everyone standing. Diamond Jen misses a springboard leg drop. Mishi getting battered out there. Wilcox Dawson just put a kendo stick in the ring. Holy crap. Diamond Jen went for a pin. Not even good for a 1 count. Our ladies are getting bludgeoned here. What in the hell are they feeding these women? You don't see Sweet Death and Selena Snow and Mishi get dominated like this. This is crazy. But, I mean, I guess they're in there with 2 super heavyweights. Sweet Death running weird angles. Selena misses wild with a kick. Okay, Sweet Death trying to flip the momentum here. Selena Snow's managed to take control. Oh, wow. The strength of Sweet Death. Mishi almost reversed, but she reversed the reverse. And then a Frankensteiner into a pin off the top rope. Sweet Death looking for a stomp, but nobody home. Oh my goodness, double flip. Too much action to call here. Things are getting crazy. Uh-oh. Selena Snow caught, but she reverses. Oh, ripcord knee right in the temple. Oh no. Selena off her game, probably had a terrible night's sleep at that awful motel. Or wait, maybe the HRS didn't stay at the hotel. I can't remember now. Velvet Vicky drops an elbow. Diamond Jen Dawson running around like a wild person for no reason. Is she going to meet up with Selena Snow in the ring? Wilcox up on the apron. Oh my God. Sweet Death with a toss, and Moose Jaw Maggie Martell definitely smashed her face off those steel steps. Selena looking for a pin. The Thug Princess, referee way out of position. If we weren't up 4-0, I'd be questioning the loyalty of these referees. Wow. Selena Snow going to work with a kendo stick, looking for a pin on Velvet Vicky Dawson. Oh, wow, 2.75. There's a pile driver on Big Maggie Martell. Now Sweet Death's got the stick, swinging wild. Oh, she shatters it. Shatters it on Moose Jaw Maggie. The Thug Princess talking some trash. Meanwhile, there's a pin attempt, but the referee's not acknowledging. Selena misses again. Mishi going for a pin. Wow, Mishi. Mishi quietly picks up a pin and wins this match for me and the boys. The ladies put their differences aside, if only for the time being, and celebrate a hard-fought victory for the honor of me and the boys wrestling. I don't expect this temporary alliance to continue, but it's nice to see. The camaraderie, the team building. Up next, we got a few Survivor Series style knockout matches just so I could get as many guys on the card as I could. I'll do the abbreviated entrances.
Big ol' bitches.
Yeah, definitely some big ladies out here in Kirkland Lake. Up next, Frenchie, Kevin Hall, representing the royal family, teaming up with T. Wright and Killjoy, which makes no sense whatsoever, but that's why we did it. And they're going to take on Timbit, Teddy Tremblay, Stick McKean, Freakzilla, and Woe itself. So we kind of get to see their dark guys mix it up with one of our darkest guys. And then a Canadian guy in a hockey jersey against our Canadian guy in a hockey jersey. You know, kind of makes sense. There's some sense involved here. There's some rationale. Again, if you're just joining, I had to remove a bunch of characters to free up some slots for a side project I'm working on, so I had to buy myself a bit of time. Nobody's cut. I uploaded everybody that I was going to delete, and I deleted the guys that would be easiest to get back. So it's not going to be a problem, but I needed a bit of time, so that was the intention of the field trip in the first place. But I thought, while we're up here in Kirkland Lake, why don't we have a look at what they got going on at KLAW, the Kirkland Lake Wrestling Alliance. And here comes the most twisted son of a bitch on the Me and the Boys roster, the one and only Killjoy. And this man can give goosebumps even in a high school gym. That works out pretty cool. Kirkland Lake Community Center. Killjoy is here. And I gotta believe that that's why the arena's so full. It's not for these Kirkland Lake scrubs. These guys are ham and eggers. This is local talent. Look at this man. Who among you, Kirkland Lake, could go toe-to-toe with Killjoy? And I'm going to skip it ahead here. No disrespect, but we're doing abbreviated entrances because we got 8 of these to get through. It's just kind of neat to see what they look like in this busted-ass arena, too. The lights are flashing. It's T. Wright. Last we saw T. Wright, he lost a close one to the Preacher of Pain, Jacob Blackwood, on the house show. We don't hear a whole lot from this guy. He's pretty quiet in the chat, just goes about his business. And that's fine. I like that. I almost respect that. T. Wright makes his way to the ring. Coming out next, if I'm correct, he's like 7 feet tall. The one, the only Kevin Hall, Lord Kevin Hall of the royal family. One of the right-hand men of, quote, King Frenchie. Man cares about one thing and one thing only. The crown. He'll tell you he cares about the royal family, but I gotta wonder. After what we saw during Faction Wars, I don't know. Everyone is right to be skeptical. But he loves the royal family. Lord Buzzsaw, Lord Frankweiser, Lord Kevin Hall, the Dutch lover, Victoria Ventura, and there he is. King Frenchie, with that crown that holds no real title, is only a symbol of what could possibly be his descent into madness, if we're being honest. Pucked out into the crowd by Angelo King after he won the coveted piece and retrieved. And now back atop the head of King Frenchie. And now let's get a look at what Kirkland Lake Wrestling Alliance has to offer. Now, I'll be honest, I'm seeing some of these entrances for the first time. Stick McKean, local legend. He almost turned pro, but had a vicious injury. Used to skate around with the likes of Eric Lindros. You know, guys of that ilk. The Niedermeyers. Peter Nedved. Oh, wow. This man's not messing around. Came to play at Stick McKean. Always willing to break somebody off a piece of the stick. Whatever that means. Here we go. We got an actual lighting effect for Timbit Teddy Tremblay. Crowd favorite. He didn't do it today for this raucous, probably me and the boys crowd. Normally the man hands out Timbits to the kids. And that's nice. He's just a friendly clown, you know? It's fun that our two clowns are going to be able to have a play date. I want to see Killjoy get in there with Timbit Teddy Tremblay in a battle of clowns. Oh yeah, abbreviated entrances. We don't need to see him waddle all the whole way there. Who is next? I know they're both freaks. And one, quite literally, it's Freakzilla. White skin. Gotta be some kind of condition. Look at his outfit. He's got chains wrapped around his arms and his neck. And he absolutely is a freak. The undead. Oh, feisty. They have zombies up here in the north? Oh my god. What happened to him? Who did that to him? Wow. We might have to leave Lily Charmaine up here and get her to dig into some of the mysteries of Kirkland Lake Alliance Wrestling. This guy looks like he maybe just wandered out of the mines. And they put him in the ring. Okay, abbreviated. Good lord. That is off-putting. And now this is the guy that I wanted to see mix it up with Killjoy. Every federation, every league's always got that one guy who's just a little bit off. Whether he veers to the supernatural or... Oh, okay. Okay. This is a lot of work to get all this here. To this terrible high school gym. Woe itself. Good lord. Look at that guy. How about this guy, Kato? How about this guy? I think our friend Kato is going to enjoy this character. And I hope you all will out there, and if you do, please like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell an enemy. We are growing here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. We currently have a wait list on the roster, but we need all the support we can get, all the engagement that we can get, so we get pushed in the algorithms and all that stupid crap that goes along with being a content creator. Oh, look at his fingernails. This man's in a straitjacket. His eyes don't match. What's going on with his mouth? This guy is absolutely horrifying. And this is going to be a Survivor Series style knockout match with a 5-count ring out.
Waving hand, light skin tone.
And the last time we saw this style of match, it was amazing. Mr. Gingras, what's going on? I believe you're on one of these wonky Survivor Series teams, as the whole roster has traveled to Kirkland Lake for a field trip. Killjoy starts it off with Stick McKean, and he gets more than he bargained for, as Killjoy immediately bites him in his face. Look at the size of Woe itself. And Freakzilla. Wow. And we got a very unlikely team here. King Frenchie, Lord Kevin Hall, T. Wright, and Killjoy. It's about as mixed up as it could get. Oh, Killjoy again biting him. He's going to add some new blood stains to that horrible canvas they've got here. What an absolute joke of a federation. Killjoy methodically going to work on Stick McKee, now dropping hammer fists. Nothing he can do about that. Just give him his money. The fellas are looking for a tag. It's not going to happen. At least not yet. Killjoy absolutely decimating Stick McKean, who's trying to go for a tag, but instead he's going to get this. Kick or fist. It's the roundhouse kick. My goodness. Killjoy going to make the tag to T. Wright. Seemingly not impressed with Stick McKean. A local legend here in the Kirkland Lake area. Almost went pro. Like for hockey. How that translates to the wrestling ring, we'll have to see. There's a neck breaker. Another me and the boys sign in the crowd. T-Right reverses, flips McKean up and over and tags Killjoy back in. Killjoy sneaks up on the referee. What the hell? Okay. Killjoy gets punched in the face and then smashed into that hard court. Stick McKean looking for a finisher here. Oh, that knocked him out. What? Stick McKean. Oh, are they both gone? It was a count out. That's what it was. When I turn the HUD off, we don't see the numbers. It's a double count out. Stick McKean and Killjoy out of this match. They fought too long outside. Killjoy barely took any offense. There's no way he can be knocked out. But yeah, 2 men counted out. And we won't get to see Killjoy mix it up with Woe itself. Or the other clown, Big Timbit, Teddy Tremblay. Oh. Lord Kevin Hall with a nasty shot to the guts. And now, looking for the jackknife power bomb. He's going to find it, but he's going to wander over too close to the other side, get hit with a headbutt by a man who's apparently undead, called Freakzilla. Looking for an Irish whip. Teddy misses the kick, misses the punch. What a mess. Local hero and crowd favorite. Just eating strikes from Lord Kevin Hall. He makes the tag, though. Freakzilla going to mix it up with Frenchie. Uh-oh. Frenchie gets tossed. The King not having a fun time here in Kirkland Lake. He's already flat. Took one finisher, and he's about to take another from the big Freakzilla. Oh, my God. And all that didn't knock him out. Kind of surprised. Jacks the jaw. Kick to the gut. Frenchie reverses, back body drop. Elbow, kick to the guts. Freakzilla shoves him away and then just hammers him. Just runs into him. He's going to make a tag. Frenchie wrestling with Woe itself. Interesting how it plays into the themes. Frenchie bloodies his own Woe. And then gets kicked down by Woe itself. Knees and then a flipping knees. He's got evil intentions, obviously. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Nasty looking inverted Sister Abigail. Is that the Crossroads? Is that what that was? Kick to the leg. Trying to weaken this creature, this entity. It's wrestling in bare feet. It's interesting. Frenchie doing his best out there, but he's out of his element. No hometown advantage. He doesn't have the whole royal family at his side. He may be overmatched by Woe itself, but he's fighting back. Got that fighting spirit. And almost as if he can hear me. Hits a flurry of strikes. And then the broken heart attack on Woe itself. And he's flat. Not enough to knock the man out. If he's even a man. Couple of side breakers across the knee. Stomps the arm. collar and elbow tie up. Irish whip. It's reversed. One of these guys gotta take a swing at this man. Lord Kevin Hall looking for a tag. T. Wright looking for a tag. Woe notices that. Puts Frenchie back in the wrong part of town. Look at those three monsters. Timbit, Teddy Tremblay gets the tag. Woe itself pops out. Freakzilla shuffles around. Frenchie. Oh, Frenchie looking for the yeet punch. But Freakzilla tags him. Frenchie again fighting back. Needs to make a tag desperately. Gonna fire the big Timbit into the corner. Tag in T. Wright. Little double team action. T. Wright with a high impact clothesline. And then a springboard senton. Oh. Just kind of throws his whole body right at the head. And that's going to be the key to this. Oh, he knocked Freakzilla off the ropes. And then bloodied the big Timbit. He's climbing to the top rope here. Ooh. Wow. Big moonsault. High impact. Now he's going to tag in the Bruiser, Kevin Hall. Timbit Teddy playing possum. Clubbing blow right to the chest. He's going to make the tag to Freakzilla. And this has been a war already. Nobody knocked out yet. The only two eliminations came as a result of a countout. It's a little disappointing. I really wanted to see Killjoy mix it up with Woe itself. That's just a badass character. Wow. Kevin Hall staggers to the wrong part of town and gets popped twice. Once on either side, and that's how you get a concussion. It's only a matter of time here before guys start getting knocked out. Especially with a guy the size of Freakzilla tossing you around. Hall makes the tag. T right back in there. He'll mix it up with Woe. There's the moonsault. Kevin Hall still down, unable to get out of the ring. And listen harder for the count here. It's one. And I did that on purpose because I know these matches are going to be pretty long, so if some guys get counted out, it's not the end of the world. T. Wright makes it back in just in time as we get a look at Woe itself taunting. He sidesteps. Stomps a mud hole. T. Wright reverses. Big knee. Timbit Teddy looking for a tag. T. Wright wide. Well, he tried to send the man to the corner, but he ran into the referee. Ooh. Big slam. Now he gets him where he wants him. Into the home corner and into a double team situation. 3D. Not enough to knock him out? Come on. A 3D? That should have knocked his ass out. Kevin Hall gets tossed. Big elbow drop. Another one. And another one. Into Uranagi. He's going to tag in the big undead freak. Uh-oh. Hall manages to reverse. Wow. Oh, Freakzilla goes down the back. It's all for naught. All showing off that strength in that big fella up there. Freakzilla looking for a big move. Hall reverses. Now he's looking for the same move again, that crucifix bomb. Sure, he's got a name for it other than that, but still not enough to knock the big man out. How do you knock out somebody that's undead? What is this? Oh my God. Smashes him and then he rolls right into a suplex. Unique tandem offense here. When did they have time to learn that? Oh, clobbers him. Clobbers him, bloodies him, the crowd cheering, finish him. What is it going to take to knock this guy out? Guy's massive. And a super heavyweight, I think. You saw him ducking some moves earlier, but by now that purple bar's got to be gone. What is it going to take? The launch point. Freakzilla going to tag out. Tag in Woe itself. Everybody's going to shuffle over. T-Right reverses. And a neck breaker. That's a neat looking move. Where is my money, you clown? T-Right really working the head of Woe itself. Here's another tag. Frenchie over there taking a nice breather, staying fresh. Now he's shuffled into the hot spot. Irish whip sends Hall into the corner in the wrong part of town. He reverses. And the other two don't manage to play a factor. It's only a matter of time here before guys start getting knocked out. Hall tags the other way, still leaves Frenchie out of the mix. What is this? Oh no, an assisted power bomb. Still not enough to knock this guy out? That's ridiculous. Oh wow. Let's see if it's enough to keep him on the outside for 5. Maybe Hall can help with that process as he goes out after him. I hear action, but we're not seeing it. Counts at 3. Okay, T-Right goes out to break the count. Why would he do that? Now he's going after the other two guys. Bit off more than he can chew. Or did he? Woe manages to... Oh no, he's still not in yet. Takes the buckle pad off, but he makes it back in on time. Flurry of action. Timbit Teddy's still down. Again, Frenchie doesn't get tagged. Whoa. The fastball special. Shoulder block. Takes this man off his feet. Oh, wow. Look at the guts of Hall. Posing in the opposing team's corner. And let's see if it's going to cost him here. Up and then down. Timbit Teddy smashes him. Now Hall's in a bad part of town here, getting mugged. Timbit Teddy tosses him back in. They're going to beat the count. This time, Oh no, oh no. Snake eyes across the exposed nut. Bloody's Hall. Doesn't knock him out though. Timbit Teddy makes the hot tag while Hall taunts. One suplex and then a ripcord clothesline turns him inside out. Now Woe's got evil intentions. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Hooks the belt. Oh, no. A classic illegal pile driver. Oh, Hall's in a bad spot. Oh, it's reversed. Hall showing that grit. Gets him right into that jackknife position. Still not enough to knock that man out. Tags T right back in. Frenchie's still getting ignored here. What's that about? Get that man in there. He's fresh. What is it going to take to knock this man out? What is this? Oh my God. P. Wright playing a joke on the clown kicks him right in the ass after tying him up like a pretzel. Into the corner. Woe gonna reverse. P. Wright gonna reverse. Into the corner after another reversal. Ooh. Clobbering blow right to the back of the neck. Oh, holds him up with a German suplex. T. Wright wisely rolls out. Oh, and then gets kicked right in his face. Oh, devastating. Right to the side of the head. And Woe gonna tag in the big Timbit. Uh-oh. Up and then down hard. Not enough to knock him out, though. What does it take to knock these guys out? We still got a couple more of these matches to go. This is trouble. We're also going to see the Helicopter Boys in action as they take on one of the top tag teams here at the KLAW. Woe itself back in there, and I don't know if that's wise. There's a double back body drop for added height. Woe gonna step out. Get that count started. The count is on. Both men gonna make it back in. T. Wright and Kevin Hall. Some more tandem offense. A double back body drop. Now Hall's going to go to work. Where's he going? He's out of here. He's got a problem with big Timbit Teddy Tremblay. Drives his head into that hardwood floor. Leaves him stunned and outside. Meanwhile, the count's at 3 and 4 here. Hall with a neck breaker, showing off that agility. Uh-oh. Wow, a huge spear. Again, not enough to knock this man out. Huge elbow off the second rope, not enough to knock this man out. Now he's going to the top rope. Okay, going old school. Another huge elbow. All right. If he hits this, this has to do it. He says it's over. Looking for that crucifix bomb. Middle of the ring. Still not enough to knock this man out. The senton, and that's going to do it. Okay. Finally, a man is knocked out. A man, in quotes. That took forever. That's woe itself. One of the supernatural superstars of KLAW. And who knows where else. And now, it's a 3-on-2 advantage for the Me and the Boys squad. There's King Frenchie getting involved. He should be super fresh. Hasn't really made too much of an impact so far. Until now. Scoops up the big Timbit. Uh-oh. Looking for the broken heart attack. Oh no. Looking for the yeet punch. Bow. Clobbers this man. Not enough to knock him out. But now. Strong choke slam. Uh-oh. Now looking for the broken heart attack. No. Again went for the yeet punch. Timbit Teddy had enough of that. Rages out, knocks him down, and goes to make a tag. Now how the hell do you knock out this guy? The man's undead. Frenchie could be in trouble here. Looking for that coconut crusher, but Frenchie reverses. Irish whip. Hip toss. Kick to the back. Shoulder block. Frenchie going to work on the big fella. His finisher stored up here. Oh no, yeet punch again. What happened to the broken heart attack? He's not doing that anymore? He got that fancy punch. The crowd loves it. Air Canada off the top rope. The big elbow drop right in the throat. Now he's going off the second rope with another big elbow drop. Frenchie takes to the skies. And broken heart attack. Or no, that was just a choke slam. Setting something else up now. There's the broken heart attack. Somehow still not enough to keep this man down. Neck breaker. What is it going to take? Frenchie adds insult to injury here. Getting disrespectful. The big fella doesn't like that. Jaw jacks him. Shoulder block. Now what? Oh no. Frenchie is in deep trouble. Just tosses him at the ground. Hall and T. Wright look on, concerned. Frenchie reverses, and now he's going to do some damage on the apron, and that's the hardest part of the ring from what I understand. These two are going to fight it out on the outside. Referee's count is at 2. Frenchie gets tossed up and then down. Uh-oh. Referee's count is at 4. Frenchie's still down. He's counted out of this match. Freakzilla did a number on him. Managed to subdue him 4 of 5 count. And this match is back to even. Now we got Kevin Hall dazed in the ring. Referee's got the count on out here now. Okay, both men going to make it back in. Somebody needs to check on Hall, make sure he doesn't have a concussion. He's shaking the cobwebs, realizes where he's at. Oh no. T. Wright taking high impact move after high impact move here at the hands of the undead Freakzilla here at the Kirkland Lake Community Center. And so far, it's been a clean sweep almost for Me and the Boys Wrestling. Actually, it has. It's been a clean sweep. We want to keep that going. T. Wright doing his best to make it happen off the top rope with that big Goliath. And then he floats it over into another one. Still not enough to knock this man out. T. Wright at a bit of a disadvantage here, being a smaller fella. It's going to take a lot of high impact to knock a guy that size out. Oh, wow. This could be bad for Kevin Hall. Not enough to knock him out. Showing that grit. When the royal family took on the Dreadnoks, Kevin Hall was the last man standing, and he put up one hell of a fight and lost, potentially, due to a quick countout. Oh no. How do you fight a guy this size? Here he goes again. Timbit Teddy wants to get a closer look at the devastation. Big power bomb, stomps on his stomach. Kevin Hall is in trouble. Oh, the tag is made. Tandem offense here. Oh my God, what is this now? Double shoulder block by two of the biggest men I've ever seen in my life. Timbit Teddy, see that? He cut the ring in half. He got in between the corner and Kevin Hall. Kevin Hall manages to reverse, gets a kick in the face, tries to lift the big fella, but he can't. Goes up and over. He's going to come back in the hard way. Clubbing blow to the back of the neck. Freakzilla looks anxious. Oh, Kevin Hall wanders too close. Eats a fist. Wow. What a match. I know these go long, but they're kind of fun. It's going to be a long show, friends, but I'm sitting here. You can tune in and out. It adds views. You could watch it later. But do watch it, and please like, share, subscribe if you're a fan of digital wrestling. This channel is the place to be. I have a few awesome things coming over the next couple of months, depending on how long it takes me to edit things and take care of all the business. But there's some fun things coming down the pipe as we watch T. Wright drive knees into the back of the head of Timbit Teddy Tremblay. They're doing their best here. Referee's count is at 2. And they make it back in. T. Wright calling for this man to get up. What is it going to take to knock this guy out? Maybe it's going to take Kevin Hall and one of those devastating jackknife power bombs. Oh my God. Knee to the temple. Kevin Hall again wanders over into the wrong part of town. That's a spear. Again, not enough to knock this man out. Kevin Hall in the high rent district walking the ropes. Drops a massive elbow. These guys have definitely added some blood to the stains on that canvas. There's a story told there, friends. And it's not one I want to know the ending to. There's a double team move on either side of the head, and if you were trying to right away to get a concussion, that's where you'd start. Nailed him. He hit him with that vicious clothesline, knocked his ass out. Now, in comes the undead freak. And how do you knock out a guy that's undead? That's not a thing. But me and the boys squad have the numbers advantage. It's a 2-on-1 situation until this man is knocked out. Tag is made. Get the powerhouse in there. Let him go to work. We need one of those crucifix bombs. Ooh, that may have done it. But he missed. Finished it off with a clothesline. Now he's letting the crowd know. The awful Kirkland Lake crowd. Uh-oh. Devin Hall, he gets up and then tossed down. Is that like a spine buster? It's just like a throw. Stomps the knee. Now, the Kirkland Lake Alliance Wrestling Syndicate has no sponsorship, but we do here, friends. Check out www.420dna.com, because if it's in you, it should be on you, just like it's on me at all times. For all your subtle 420 apparel needs. The fellas hop off the apron. I'm not sure why. And again, what the hell are they doing? Devin Hall goes for a between the ropes spear, but he misses. Eats a headbutt from the big fella. Oh my god. There's definitely new blood on that canvas. The big man hits the ropes with a head of steam. Flips up and over for a neck breaker. Oh no. A Boston Crab, but that's not going to knock a man out. And we're just left to wonder what those scars on that guy's back are. What happened to him? Who did that to him? Looks like he's been pieced back together. T-Right trying his best to finish this match off. He goes to a move that took out the last guy. Not effective against this big fella. Anytime these guys head outside the ring, there's a chance of count out. With the meager 5 count in effect, they're both aware and they both hop back in. Count out definitely played a factor in the early goings of this match. Oh, my bad. Where is his money? T-Right wants to know. Not enough to knock the big man out. Kevin Hall scoops the man, a running power slam. That's not enough to keep him down. He's all fired up. I think Kevin Hall likes these Survivor Series brawls. He likes to try to just knock a man out. Drops a big elbow. Now looking for a tag. And I'm not shocked that it came down to these two. These two have been working like a well-oiled machine. And that doesn't even... There's no reason for that. T-Right working the head. That's how you're going to get it done. Ooh, misses a knee that may have ended this match. Uh-oh. That's the problem. You got to stick and move. If you get caught by a guy that size, you are in trouble. And he is absolutely in trouble right now. Caught again. Is this the end of T. Wright? He's flat, but still conscious. I think they should check again. Oh my God. The big fella doing a number. There it is again. Still, T. Wright hanging in. Oh no. How many knees can you take to the side of the head before you're knocked out? Fires the big freak right into the referee. Now he's got him hung up on the ropes here. Reverses T. Wright all the way down to the floor. Now they're dangerous. They're in the dangerous territory outside. Referee's count is out too. Now if T. Wright could just keep this guy tied up and outside, even a double count out would win the match for me and the boys. And maybe that's what he's got planned. He slides in. 4. Yeah, he knows. It is over. Kevin Hall and T. Wright managed to get the big Freakzilla counted out. And a win is a win. And we keep the sweep alive for me and the boys wrestling. Friends, I need to mute myself for just a second while I see what my plans are for the rest of the afternoon, because this has run long. I'll be with you in 1 minute. Friends, nothing has been decided as of yet. But we're working on it. I'm going to get this next match underway. And I'll be back with you shortly.
Helicopter boys in the building.
Yes, sir. The helicopter boys are here. We got our tag champs taking on their tag champs. Got to do these abbreviated entrances. I think I will have time to finish the show, friends, but I'm going to switch to non-commentary mode after this match, just so I'm not... for those of you that aren't aware, my space is small, and when I broadcast, I have to take over the entire living room, and that's not fair to anybody else who's here, so... Making their way to the ring, it's Warboy and Kid Flip, the tag team champions of the Kirkland Lake Alliance Wrestling Syndicate. They look like they could be brothers. You be the judge. We'll abbreviate these entrances so as to keep things moving. And be sure to tune in tomorrow at 7 Eastern Standard Time for the Me and the Boys Wrestling field trip. I've told nobody what's going on. The only person who really knows is my wife. She loves the idea. She thinks you guys are going to love it. I know a couple of you are going to absolutely hate it, but we're going to have fun. It's been a fun weekend of storytelling. And the bus and the hotel, I'll keep it going. I got a few more posts, and that'll take us into the show tomorrow night. So friends, be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, do all the social media things. It helps immensely, and it's free. Check out our friend David DeBlock Tyrell. Check out exposethenorth.ca, sharetheshock.ca, Culture Shock Magazine, all of those things. Check out our friend DUI Saturday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh my God, that was crazy. At www.xrpradio.co.uk for hosting under Insanity. Check out some new music, update your playlist, and do all of those things. Oh man. Okay. I'm going mute, friends. I love you. Bye.
Who are these kids? These MF fighting. They got the backwards rage. They came out coked up. Yup lol. See why they tag champs. WTF just happened? Psychos. Lol. Fight is on the line here. awful. The commentary stopped cause this arena is terrible. Rolled. Holy crap. It's a high school gym. What a bunch of losers. Ingress is fierce on there today. Counted out. New out. Still here just driving. No worries. Okay. KLAW, we'll take it. Main event. Bookers, champs and right hands. PFFT, who does this clown think he is? Uncle Mitch. The man of 1,000 holds. The fact that 8 Bull can fight after earlier? Oh my god. Can the original new FBC lineup take the main event? Get up, you piece of trash. It's chaos.
Tag was made. Tag was made. There's a tag. Tag was made.
have a concussion for sure. Can DMP pull off a miracle?
That's the tag. There's the tag.
That's gonna do it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow at 7.